Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I hope they find us because I'm not sure if I messed it up. Because I've been trying to learn how to schedule these so
Oh,
people understand they're coming, you know?
yes. Yes. Oh, where it puts out a little message for them to come.
Yeah. And then it starts the countdown way at the
Yes. Yeah.
top. Hello, Miss Susie. Welcome in, dear. Good
Hello, Susie.
to Miss Susie's in the UK.
And she's one time for tarot. Is that Susie?
Yeah, and
Got it. Okay.
she's a Cancer. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Let me get my book out here.
Okay. Well, Mr. Don, where'd you? He's probably on another. He's probably still waiting.
Yeah. He's like, what's going on?
Yeah, really. Holy moly! What the heck? There we go. So, Marjana, welcome in, dear.
No.
I know you want a reading. Just need your zodiac sign and your question.
And what was Susie's zodiac sign?
Cancer.
Cancer. Okay. And Susie, do you have a question as well?
Hello. Uh-oh.
Is it lagging?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Okay, just a minute. Change. Change. Change screens. Add. Okay. Let's see if they come on. I just got a message from, well, not just Dawn. Let me send one back. You have to change your screens because I had a technical issue. The technical issue was the technical person was talking. There we go. All right, let's see if they come in. They were, see, I said I was learning. I punched the button and sent the thing to wherever it goes that said we're coming on.
Right.
Well, then I couldn't get into it to send a link.
Oh.
So I came back in and then I could send a link. Well, it turns out it must be two separate venues or two separate screens because Gary Carpenter and Don are in.
They're in the other one?
Yeah, we're waiting on you. Yeah, okay, well. And we are here. So come on, guys. Come on in. Oh my goodness.
Well, it's a learning process for sure.
Yeah, Restream, especially they change things without
Do
telling.
they change it up
Well,
on you?
it's kind of like, Apple or Google or
Yeah.
they
They update and then they just expect you to figure it out.
yeah, exactly. It's like, we're going to improve this. Yeah,
Okay.
right. Okay. Well, I hope they find us. Oh man, I hope I didn't screw it up totally. Well, everybody here found us, so
Yeah.
they just needed to come out and go back in.
Go back
That's
in.
what I told them, so we'll see. And from now on, I won't do that.
Live and learn. That's all we can do.
That's all you can do, right?
That's right.
Oh, well. So, how is everybody? Susie, how's your weather over there? Where I am, it's cloudy and supposed to rain some more. They said from now until Friday, we're going to get 5 inches of rain.
Oh, wow.
It's like, come on already. You know,
It all comes at once. It's crazy.
we're in, it's May. We're supposed to be having flowers, not showers.
Yes, it's the April. Stick to April. April showers. It brings May flowers, right?
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly. Excuse me. It's nap time, folks. Oh my goodness.
I was feeling the same thing, so I had to get some espresso. Weather is rubbish, cloudy, and wet, and it's like April showers. Well, see, we're the ones that usually have the April showers, so we swapped weather, I guess, huh?
Oh, we're it. It's cloudy. I was gonna go home and do this from my office. But
Yeah.
I thought, I'll bet it would be pouring by the time I'm done and I have to deal with it. So I thought, oh, I'll just stay here. I didn't want to deal with pouring rain, a dog, and
All of that, right? Well, Susan, you say you want to bask in the sun like a lizard in the desert. That is what's going on up here. But I'll tell you, when it gets 120, you probably won't feel that way.
yeah, you don't want. That's more like baking, not basking.
Yeah, it's like deep frying, deep fat frying.
Yeah, right.
Also in the rain, welcome in.
Welcome. I don't recognize you. You must be new. Maybe, maybe not. I don't have a good memory, so
If
I
you
really,
would like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I think Spirit does that to me on purpose.
Right? If you would like a reading, Sparkle, let us know your zodiac sign and your questions. Same with you, Karen. Hello.
Hello, Miss Karen.
Yes, put your question up here and your zodiac sign if you'd like to get on the list. Hello,
Hi,
Yvette.
how are you? We saw you Friday, was it? Was it Friday?
I don't remember
Or
that
was
on
it?
Friday. It might have been the following. I don't see Yvette for Friday. It must have been
Oh, okay.
the following, the time before that.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we might as well get started. I have a feeling we're going to have a group.
Okay, awesome. And let's see. So that would be a
Susie,
general.
Susie, anything about love? Of course, Susie. We've been doing this how long? All right, angels, spirit guides, Susie wants to know about love. Forgive me, I'm dog sitting, and my grand dog loves my dog as a chew toy. And they both love to chase the cats, and there are 3 of them. And when they see them, she barks. Help me. Here we go.
Make it
Well,
good.
Susie. Charlie, stop. No barking. Oh my God. I really am going to put you outside. So stop it. Okay, Susie. Susie, are you feeling a little defensive? Guess it helps to get down to the bottom. Oh, there's pressure. I got to make it good. Thank you. Well, this is telling me that you're feeling a little defensive, and that I think, see, I can't because I don't remember. Somebody had that. Charlie? I know it's not going to take. As soon as I'm done with Susie, I'm putting them out. Charlie, where's your bone? No barking. Okay. I am going to go put her out. I will.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Outside.
Let's see here. So, Susie, I agree with Bonnie that you've got like, so what's coming up for me is that you're like standing behind this wall. So what you need to do is you need to start in your mind deciding like what kind of person you want in your life, what kind of interaction do you want with that person? What do you want them to be like? What are your conversations like? What are you doing together? What do they look like? And then bring the wall down for the possibility of that person coming through. Not for the people that are not what you want, but the possibility for that is what I'm getting. You're blocking the one that's meant for you with the walls.
That's the defensiveness here.
Yeah.
But they're showing you as the Empress. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, okay, there you showed up as the Chariot that represents Cancer, and Three of Wands. You're waiting. They're saying when he gets there, you're supposed to take a leap of faith. Just throw caution to the wind, which is so hard.
Yeah, don't let in the wasters. You know who they are now. You know the signs of that. That's not who you're supposed to let your wall down for.
Oh, now I know what the problem is. They're stealing each other's bones.
Oh,
I
I
gave
do want,
each of them a huge bone, thinking that'd keep them quiet.
but they want the other one's bone. That's
Oh,
how that
yeah.
with kids too. It doesn't matter. It could be the same toy. They want this.
It's
They want the other
same
ones.
thing, but no, it's that one. Oh, things are going to get easier for you, Susie. Anybody want a dog? Charlie?
I also noticed in this picture that it's like you're standing behind your wall, looking at the neighbors, thinking that only the people closest to you can be the ones. But I don't think it's going to be somebody that you know. It's not going to be a neighbor or somebody, that you've run across before. So that helps.
No stealing her bone.
Yes, Stephanie, I'll put you on the list. I just need your sign, your zodiac sign, and your question. That's for Sparkle too, if you want to be.
Yeah. Things are going to get easier. That's what I was talking about. Have you kind of been looking backwards again?
Oh, I see yours, Sparkle. I see yours. Okay.
Susie, memories, going through the memories, and there's some decision that you're supposed to make, but you're not happy with the idea of making it. You're looking for clarity. And they're saying you're not using your intuition again. I don't know if that was even close to what you, are we on the same page? Oh, thank you. We'll be open to letting what comes in. Good, good, good. Worried about letting in time wasters. Yeah. Well, you talked about lowering the boundaries and defenses, didn't you, with your picture?
Yeah. So basically, what it's showing me is that you're standing here, you're really guarded. So this is like a brick wall like we have in Arizona. Everybody doesn't have fences. We have we have like stone walls. You know, you have this stone wall and you're looking over at your neighbor going, what about that person? I don't know. You're thinking about that. And this person, you need to manifest this person, and they're not going to be somebody you already know. And you got to let the walls down for the possibility of that person coming through. Not for the people that are wasting your time or the people that you have red flags about. Not those. This is a new person. That's what I'm getting.
Man, I think.
Okay. You are Gemini.
I hope you're not doing too much, Susie. Take the time to heal. Okay? Uh-huh. Okay. That's why the guard was up. Defensive. Okay.
Okay. Mariana is next, and she's an Aquarius, and she wants to know what awaits for her in June.
God, I can't believe we're talking June.
I know. What happened to this year? Crazy.
It
Crazy.
is. Well, hey, Victor, welcome in. Love your damn self. Love yourself.
Hey, Victor.
Good to see you. You're definitely taking it easy. Good. I'm glad. You've got to take that time. All right, Marianne.
All right, Mariana. What awaits for June?
Coming in June. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, the first card that came out was the 10 of Cups. That's the happily ever after. The second card that came out was the 9 of Cups. That's the wish card. So something that you wanted is going to come to fruition. What else is coming in June, please? Oops. Okay. All right. Don't start. They want you to manifest, dear. You're supposed to be manifesting. So if this is something that you've been working on, then focus even harder. They're telling you that not to worry, that you're very strong. This person could be a Leo. Thank you, Angel Spirit. Marjana, were you hurt pretty bad? I've got this. I've got the 3 of Swords, honey. That tells me that your heart is still hurting from something. If that is the case, you need to work on healing, okay? And taking care of yourself. What do you have for Marjana?
Spirit is just going crazy here. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to stop. So definitely look up the number 7, but the 7 is basically telling me that you're divinely guided. If you had 777, that would be like inner strength, release all fears, be strong at heart, look forward to the future with excitement, know that you're divinely guided. And this is a guide that's showing up for you. A very mothering, Mother Mary type energy, very, showing that you are a very light-hearted, loving person, and know that you're divinely guided and that you're divinely protected, and trust that like intuition that you have inside on the decisions that you're making, because you are divinely guided. That 7 is showing me, that you've got quite a few guides behind you. So just know that.
I think I'm going to give up. I just put her back up with her bone, and she jumped down and snagged his. So who is?
The next one is Sparkle in the Rain. They are a Cancer, and they want some clarity on a past relationship. Let's see here.
They want
Um,
one.
so there was a person, let's see, how does that go? My relationship was heavenly, and I had a good relationship with his caregiver too. All of a sudden, they switched off on me, and I need clarity as to let's see, I need clarity which I'm not getting from them at all. Like, why did they do that? Why was it so great? And then they switched off. They just went cold on her. Like, why?
He had a caregiver.
Mhm. And the caregiver was very loving towards her as well, and they just both switched off on her all of a sudden with no explanation.
Angels. What happened? Sparkle in the rain. Yeah, they're showing it. Was he a Libra? Whoops.
She says not past relationship, it's a relationship she's in. And they shut her out for some reason.
Okay, well, this is showing. Okay, this is an Ace of Cups. Okay, that was always about new love. Upside down is not a good way to see that. Okay, and is he a Libra? If not, what I was hearing is he may not be honest with you. The caregiver is a woman. She's been working with him 8 years. She usually reassures me when we argue. This time she is breadcrumbing me and finding excuses to avoid. Oh, honey. Reply. Oh, no. Okay. Somebody's not being honest is what it is here. Because I've got,
We've got a spammer, this Smith Quintera Tyra. I
okay,
would not respond to that person if they're trying to get you to
yeah, don't
send them a message. We don't do that. We don't private message people.
at all.
That's that's a
Smith
spammer.
Pantera Tyra. Would you go somewhere else where maybe you could be appreciated? Because here, unless your resume matches mine, we're not going to talk much. So go on. Get out of here. Nobody wants you. They're scammers. All they want is money.
Yeah, a legit psychic won't do that. They won't inbox you, ask you for a reading, or tell you they've got a reading for you. They won't do that.
No, that's not how we operate.
So don't ever fall for that.
Have you been manifesting something about this? Sparkle in the rain. Oh, third eye, yeah. I see the caregiver. I've got the caregiver here. I think things are going to get, I think things are going to work out from what I'm seeing here. You have no idea. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is, trying to see it on this thing hard. That's the Justice card, dear. That's a Libra representing. So this person could be Libra. You don't know his date of birth. It is about honesty, balance, harmony. Patience is the big thing that I usually take out of that one. Libras are, if he is a Libra, gosh, I wish you knew. It makes a whole big, I don't see. See, Libras have a hard time saying no to people when they really should. He's an Aries. Thank you. Okay, so he's not that. Okay, so things need to get back in balance, but you need to manifest what you want out of here. Caregiver. See, I see a new road, okay, with a lot of passion. So I think things are going to restart. I really do. Let me know if you would, please. I don't see the reason why things are the way they are unless, see, Aries are usually good at dealing with conflict. They're good at communicating. That's why if he's Aries, it doesn't make sense to me unless somebody else is in the picture. How do you manifest? Okay, you go get a piece of poster board, okay? And a magazine or some old magazines, cutting out pictures of things you want, people you want, just writing words down that describe what you want. You want less conflict. You want knowledge of what's going on. You want this person who is kind and caring, and you list everything that you want. You place this wherever you are most of the day so that you see it frequently, so that you can focus on it. Manifesting is about focusing. If you meditate on it. Draw it in. Remember, I've always talked about Venus. Venus is the goddess of love, but she doesn't chase. She draws them in. Okay. You have to bring them in with attraction. All right. Okay. What you got?
Okay, so what I get is that he's going through a transition right now where he just doesn't really know how to verbalize to you, you know, or doesn't want to show you that part of himself, and his caregiver doesn't feel comfortable like explaining that to you. So I agree with Bonnie. If you want to stay with him, just let him go through his thing, because men sometimes they don't like to share their feelings. Maybe they're breaking down in a certain way, or they feel like they can't function in a certain way, or whatever that is, whether it's, not being able to do the things they used to do or whatever it is. And the caregiver just doesn't feel comfortable in the relaying that to you. So, because her job is to only tell you what he wants you to tell, for her to tell you. So, I guess that's what I'm getting, is that this is him. He's going through all of this, stuff in his head and his body, and then he's just got, some inner turmoil stuff going on. So that's what I'm getting. Brain free.
Okay. Let me go back up.
Answer question was heavenly and Attica.
Where did I have? I'm trying to get rid of this one. Spaka in the rain. Come on. Where am I not seeing that one? Okay, so who's next?
Next person is Karen. She's a Virgo, and she wants to know what's in store for June.
Miss Karen. Miss Karen.
What's in store for June?
There we go. Freaking, not just a Virgo, but a freaking Virgo. Okay. I love astrology. I've been trying to teach my sister, which, I come from a medical, from nursing. It's called see one, do one, teach one.
Right.
Teaching always helps to solidify things. So we thought I would do that, and she's been wanting to learn anyway, and I just love it. Okay, Karen wants to know what's there for June. Okay. What is it that you are? Are you not sleeping well? Let me go back to the bottom here. Karen, are you here? Are you not sleeping well, honey? Do you have some insomnia going on? Oops. Wow, you got the Sun card, honey. That's the happiest card in the deck. You're sleeping like a rock. Oh, you're taking gummies. Hey, I can't account for gummies. Maybe without them you wouldn't be sleeping. Oh my God. Excuse me while I collect one. Well, this is funny. I wonder. Are you tired in spite of sleeping like a rock? If not, I wonder who I'm tuned into. Do you have a Pisces or a Leo in your life? I wonder if I'm connected to somebody else. I'm going to reshuffle. I just think somebody else's energy is who I've got. All right, Karen.
She says Leo for her husband.
Okay. Well, then maybe it was yours, but the energy is. You have some pretty strong intuition. Ex-husband. Ex-husband.
Ex-husband, she says. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're showing. They're showing you as the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. That's kind of nice. She's very wise, abundant, can be a working parent. She's the only queen that can be married. You also have a King of Wands here. King of Wands is Sagittarius energy.
Harry, I've got you down. You are down on the list, but we've got you down after Victor. So down probably about 5 more people down the road.
All right. You have an Aries here also. A lot of big cards. There's some power in the month of June for you. King of Swords is Gemini. So I have Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo right here. If any of those sound familiar to you, then please let me know who they are so I can account for them. Otherwise, what it's saying is you're going to surround yourself with like-minded people. One of them, if not you, is very much a leader. Knows where they're going, wants to do things a certain way. Clear thought. But needing to use the intuition more. Sag is a male friend. Okay. Put him over here. I'm going to put this Queen of Coins because that's you. Last card, please. card for Karen. There. Okay. You are in a transformation. Something in your, and this is common right now, I will say that. Something is being deconstructed in your life right now for the sake of reconstructing it in a different way. That's very common. We have a big shift in energy right now. Anytime that occurs, and the reason I say that, we have 5 major outer planets that have changed signs or are changing signs. Anytime that, it's like Pluto when he changed and went into Aquarius. Nobody's ever seen Pluto in Aquarius because it takes him just about 250 years to go around the sun. So Uranus is changing, Neptune is changing, Venus is changing. All of this power changes what's going on in our lives. So there's an area of your life that is royally changing to match the new energy. I hope that helps you. That also means that some things, people, places, something's falling away from your world. A lot of times we have, you've heard the thing, friends are for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay. If it's a reason, you already know when the reason's gone, they're gone. In a season, it's this kind of energy that they wind up falling away. You've been feeling it too, Victor. Yeah. So you're going to have to let me know how it comes in your life, because the cards don't tell me that. And all I could see were this table with kind of like a sofa table. It's got some candles on it, and it has some tall cup, like wine glasses that are really large on it. The only thing I could take out of that was that you had love coming, and you may, but I can't promise that. All right. What do you have? Or did you already?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Okay, so Karen, what I got for you is that, like Bonnie said, you're going through a phase, things are changing, and I'm getting that you're going to start focusing more on your creative side. So, like bringing out those things that you're good at, whether it's pottery or it's like anything creative, making things, whatever that is, that this would be the month to like start shifting into something that brings you joy, whether it's a hobby or making something or creating something, just really tapping into those creative juices and like, creating stuff that brings you joy, colorful things. I'm getting colorful things, that you like color and colorful fun things. And so just, start using that creativeness. And then your intuition starts kicking in a little bit deeper and you start being happy. And then, if there is somebody you want in your life, they're going to be drawn to that energy because you're going to be so like in your element of like, happiness. So if that makes sense.
Yeah. We don't draw people in when we're not happy, for sure. So, and I know you're focusing on things that you enjoy. So, we will talk later. Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Next is Yvette. She's an Aries and she wants a general reading.
Yvette, Aries, Gemini. All right, angels, whatever. For her greatest and highest good for Yvette.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. It could
I
be
don't
Yvette.
Whoa, man, that jumped right out. She's Aries. That's- Hmm. You're very creative. And you're making some plans. Like long-term plans. Okay, Karen,
Yes.
let's talk about that. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me say really quick. Okay, so anybody can get the drawings if they want. I'm charging $15. That includes postage. So what I need you to do is inbox me at either spiritdriven111 at Gmail or slyle83 at Instagram. And what I will do then is I will take it, I will finish the drawing, I will back it with some poster board, and then I'll send it to you so you have a little picture. These are drawings I've done for other people and I've finished them off. So that's what you will get is the little drawing. So just let me know if you're interested in the drawings each time. I do keep them. So let me know. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. I'm not there. See, when I think I'm not, I do. Ooh, I bet. Are you single? Ready to mingle? Ivette, are you here? That might be the first question.
Oh, I guess we should ask that. I bet are you still here?
Hello, Ivette. Going once. Who's after Ivette?
After Yvette is Stephanie. She's a Capricorn and she wants a general reading.
All right. Ivette going once. Going twice. Third time. All right. If she comes back in, she'll go at the bottom of the list. And we'll see if we can get her back in.
So Stephanie is a Capricorn general read.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything either. Okay, Stephanie Pearl. Yep, there she is.
Yeah, Stephanie Pearl. Yes.
Stephanie Pearl is. Did you say Capricorn?
She's the Capricorn, yes.
Okay. See, Stephanie Pearl. Greatest and highest. There we go. Wow. Stephanie, are you in some sort of a conflict with someone or some people? Did somebody just fall away from your life? Whether it be friends going different ways, lovers going different ways, people dying. I got a sense that somebody left.
Yes, Karen, you've got it right. Spirit driven 111.
you've got some good news coming. And you've got the happily ever after. But the other is what I'm looking for answers on, so I can go in the right direction. Like I've told you guys before, this is like reading a road map. And when I come to a fork in the road, your input helps me to go the right direction. You had lots of people leave in the last few years. Okay, explains that. And about conflict, was that a yes or a no or a mostly long friendships? And if you were listening earlier, we were saying, I think it was to Karen, that people are falling away from our lives. And the reason is to make room for new ones that are coming into our lives. Anytime the energy shifts in a massive way like this, that happens. Or if we've changed ourselves in some big way, got married, whatever the reason would be. Thank you, angels. Okay. Well, I see there's some sort of a conflict. Having said that, there is some good news coming. You have the happily ever after card, okay? That's the 10 of Cups. That's a lot of love. You have the 8 of Pentacles also. So they're saying that they can see that you're working really hard. But you're still not seeing what's right in front of you. It's like I'm sure you've run across people in your lifetime that are always looking for the next best thing. They're not appreciating what they've got. They're looking, what's coming? Where am I going? And that's the energy I've got here. Yeah, I love that 10 of Cups too. So what they're trying to say is stop, look around you, be grateful for the things you do have. You have 3 beautiful cups full of love there. One of them spilled and you were upset about that. Well, look at the ones you've got. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I do have the Wheel of Fortune, meaning faded relationships, moving forward, abundance coming into your life. I've got Pisces card here, Major Arcana. So you may have a Pisces in your life. And then I've got the 8 of Cups saying that you've moved on from something. Okay. All right. What do you have for Miss Stephanie?
This is very interesting. So every once in a while, somebody's guides will come through and they will want me to present them to you. And so basically, what's coming through for me is that you have this guide, like a Poseidon type guide, who is from the water, from Lake Atlantis, Merlantis being, and you need to connect with water. It's one of your elements. You need to connect with water. You need to learn to connect with knowing that you're highly protected. Once again, somebody having a 7 in their drawing. This is a little 7 that showed up here. It's time for you to start connecting with your guides and like understanding that you are highly guided, highly protected from the other side. But water, they're wanting you to like realize that water is actually very healing for you, for all of us, but really to get more engaged with water, drinking water, bathing in water, showering and releasing everything through water, gazing at water, just being highly connected with water, going and maybe visiting the beach or water somewhere. If you can't do that, getting in the bathtub and soaking with Epsom salt, but just knowing that water is very healing and connective for you. Who are we on? That's Stephanie. Okay.
I hope it resonated, Stephanie. Come back and let us know what's coming. Good. All right.
I know sometimes when those guides come through, it can just be weird if you're not used to the term, guides, but what it's showing me is that you're starting your awakening of understanding spiritual things, and you just it's part of the process is connecting with your guides and like having that inner understanding that that's where your intuition and all that comes from. So I guess they're just trying to remind you, maybe you've gotten away from, water, and just knowing that connecting to that's going to make you feel balanced. Yes, Andrew, we can put you on the list. We just need to know your sign and your question.
All right. Beetlejuice, you're out. Let's go outside.
You're welcome, Stephanie. I hope that was helpful.
Outside. Okay. Who do we have now?
Now we have May Carr, Gemini, and General.
Okay. May Carr. General. What did you say? I'm sorry. What's the sign?
May Carr, they're a
Yeah.
Gemini and a general reading.
Angels. May Carr. There she is. Okay. For her greatest and highest.
Maya is your name, Maya? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Gemini, huh? Okay. Whoops. Are you feeling kind of stuck, Maya? No.
No,
Ooh,
that's it.
okay. You got a big change here. A big change. First of all, they want you to use your intuition. I gotta let the dog in. The thunder's going. Just a minute. Are you scared, you little Emma? Oh, what are you doing up there? All right, sorry about that. They're reminding you that not everything you see I want to rephrase that. You know how when you present yourself a certain way. What this is reminding you is that you're not seeing everything, okay? It's like at night, the moon shines, Okay. You can see some things, but there are things that you can't see. They want you to be reminded of that. Okay. Okay, leaning. Okay, so you need to get balanced a little bit better. Grounded. Put your feet in the dirt. Get into a body of water. Like she was saying, even just take a shower or get in the tub. That will ground you. For me, the best way is just to put your feet in the dirt. But this is telling me you are highly intuitive. Okay. Um, I've got Pisces here. Do you know what Pisces? This is telling me that you're being held. It's like almost a self-imposed thing. Your guides might be doing this. If you can see this, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of a complex picture. Let me see if I can get that. Can you see how this guy's hanging from a tree? Okay. But he could get out of that. He's only hanging by 1 foot. So it's kind of almost self-imposed, but it can be your guides. What you do have is a huge change coming. See, that's the Tower card. Tower, I always refer to a rip current because you know how to rip current, if you fight it, it's going to happen anyway. And if you fight it, you could drown. It's going to be painful. Well, this is the same kind of thing. This is not an option. This is going to happen. And if you fight it, it's going to be painful because it, like I said, it's going to happen no matter what. It's a big shift. On the bottom of there, we have the Seven of Pentacles saying you might want to plant some new seeds and you may get fruit from them. Plant the seeds, things will grow. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles. That is wonderful. That is leaving a legacy. That is having a relationship that lasts a lifetime, that you have house, animals, children, generations. So it's like you've got it all. And the Queen of Swords. I've got a lot of Libra cards here. So you may have a Libra in your life or one coming. All right, Miss Sarah.
All right. So basically, what's coming up to me is that, like Bonnie said, you really need to focus into your inner voice. You are highly intuitive, but what Spirit's telling me is sometimes you tend to like get caught up in the mystical part of it instead of like grounding yourself and staying in your body and like staying present in the moment, because we're here to learn and understand our abilities, but we're also here to stay in the moment, enjoy, being a human. They're also telling me that oftentimes when you feel like you don't fit in or you don't feel like you're a part of stuff is because you are an old soul and you have lived many lifetimes, and you might want to start connecting to your galactic self as well. But also know that with that, you can get in a rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole, and, stay out of your body and stay in the mystical as well. So just having that balance of knowing that you're intuitive, knowing that you have these gifts, and then still being present and enjoying the moments, enjoying, smelling the flowers, everything that's in front of you, enjoying what you're eating, enjoying what you're smelling, what you're experiencing, like slowing down your mind, meditating, enjoying more time in the moment, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting. Hopefully that was helpful, May. Sorry, Gary, we've got you on the list, but it's going to be a minute here. Oh, Gary. No, I need to add Gary. Do I have Gary? Yeah, I have you down. Yeah, I have you down. Okay.
Oh, you got the tower too. Okay, see? The energy is the same no matter what. No, honey, we don't do past life readings here. I'm sorry. We will give you a love reading, a career reading, a finance reading, a general reading, but no past lives. If you want a past lives reading, I can refer you to somebody, but that's private and they will charge you.
Yeah, I do that. You can come to me if that's
There you
something
go.
for a
There's
private.
my referral.
I can do that. I can do that. I can tap into your guides. I can give you a visual form of that. So if that's something you're interested, let me know.
Okay, so who is next here?
Next person would be, let's see, we did, okay, so Victor is next, but Victor, if you want to read it, I don't know what your sign and what your
Victor is
question is.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, okay.
Fishy moon, he says.
And I don't know what your question is.
Who's after Victor?
After Victor is Carrie Me Away, Carrie. Gemini wants to know if Joe and they have had many past lives together.
I'll see if the pendulum will come up with it. And what's the first name here?
First name is Carrie.
I'm sorry?
Are you talking about the person that we're reading, or
Uh-huh.
Carrie is the
Yeah.
person we're reading and Joe is the
Carrie.
person, yeah, that they're with. They want to
Okay.
know if they've had many past lives there.
All right. Angels. Carrie is with Joe. They want to know, have they been together in past lives? Have Carrie and Joe been together in past lives? I'm getting a no. Now, again, you can have a private reading with Sarah and she can go into your past lives. But I can see what the cards say about you and Joe. Angels, Carrie wants to know, what can you tell her about her relationship with Joe? Does Joe have a temper problem? Carrie Dwayne.
Carried away and caffeinated.
I gotcha. Sometimes it's hard to get those one word multiples.
For sure.
Carried away. Carried away. Can you tell me about love or carried away? Just a minute, Charlie. Are you, now I know you told me this. What sign is carried?
Carried away is a Gemini.
Oh, he does, huh? Okay. I'm going to ask you another question, and then I'm going to walk away for 1 second while you type. Has he ever been deceitful with you? I'm coming, Charlie. Come on. Charlie.
And while we've got a second here, Andrew, if you're still here, I need to know your sign and your question if you want on the list for a reading. I've got you down, but I need to know that. Steady, we can put you down. I need your sign and your question.
Stay here.
Joe is a Virgo, she said.
That wasn't the question.
I didn't think so. What was the question? Forgot.
Oh, she said yes. Okay. All right. Then I will continue because sometimes things can get hairy here. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. You have a wish that you've been wanting to come true. And they want you to know that it will happen, but it's not going to happen right away. It's going to take some time. Okay. Yes, I caught the yes. Okay. Okay. So here we have Joe. Joe. Okay, you see how he's upside down? That just means he's got a temper. Okay. Here it is, his deceitfulness. They are showing you as a Queen of Wands, even though you're an air sign. Queen of Wands is passionate. She's very creative. When she's done with her work, she will help others. Very kind soul. You wouldn't want to cross her. Now, this is the 9 of Cups, but it came out upside down, which says that your wish will come true, but it's going to be delayed gratification, which nobody wants to hear. We have the 3 of Cups, though, after that, saying there's some celebration. I don't know if you're going out with the girls or if you've got something else going on, but it is a celebration. And since it's represented with cups, it's telling me that it's about love. Now, here on the bottom of the deck, we've got the 10 of Cups. That's the happily ever after. We also have the Queen of Swords. That is you. That is Gemini. We have, I don't know, if you've had trouble sleeping, let me know if you had trouble sleeping. But that's what I've got so far. Okay? I'm going to let Sarah go while you answer whether or not you've had trouble sleeping.
All right. So what I get is you have not had past lifetimes with this person, but they are what I guess, I don't know if the correct term would be karmic. They're there to teach you what you want and what you don't want and what you should accept and not accept and understand really the signs of what you want in a relationship. what you're willing to bend for, what you're not, like really understanding your voice and understanding what you want. And then it's up to you how long you stay, or reforming the situation, whether it's like, okay, I just want to be this person's friend, or put them in the category of, somebody that's an acquaintance, or I want to stay with them. But it's like you really figuring out from this person, like things that you never thought of before that you'll accept or you won't accept, and really trusting your intuition on it. Like, yeah, I knew that person was lying. I knew that person was being deceitful. I knew those things, even though I was told that I was wrong. Um, that I was wrong about that. Just to like really gauge and understand that, you're not crazy. You actually know what's going on and you can read that person. So when you can read somebody that quickly, they're usually there to teach you things, like to understand that about yourself, that you have that gift, if that makes sense. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you, Alex. On these drawings, if you guys decide you want them, you can get them and I will frame them and mail them to you for $15. So just get a hold of me if you're interested.
Hey, we're having a really bad storm. I have to go upstairs. And
Oh,
close all the
goodness.
windows.
Yes,
I'll be
please
back.
do. Please do. Safety first. Yeah. And so what I've decided to do is, finish them off and then put them on some nice poster board. And normally if I did a painting for you, I would charge like for this size, $111, but I'm giving you a great deal on these, $15. They hold the vibration of spirit because I'm channeling these, and they will be mailed to you, included in postage, $15. So just get a hold of me on Sarah Lyle, or I'm sorry, S Lyle 83 Instagram, or Spirit Driven 111 posted above. So anyway, just know that that's an option. But you want to get a hold of me like after this live. I do keep them, but it's easier to find which one. So, okay. Are you on the list? Alex, you are. You're number 13, and we are at, we're going to go to 10 next. So you've got a few more to go. But we will be up to you really soon.
Gotta love spring. Okay, who are we doing now?
Okay, so next we have Gary Carpenter. He's a Pisces, wants to know his future for the next 5 years. Victor said we can't do 5 years, maybe 5 months. So 5 years is a long time.
I wouldn't want to know the next 5 years. I may be dying.
Well,
so why would you?
And you can, your actions can change things at any moment. So really, it's really hard to gauge that. We could say what we see at this moment, but then your actions could change it in the next 10 minutes. So
Exactly.
it really isn't gonna.
Free will really messes with
Mhm.
us. We're trying to tell you what your energy's saying, but you have free will to
You
change
do
it.
at any moment, for sure. Okay, so we are on Gary future. So can we, fair to say in the next month or so, or 5, what do we say?
I'll just tell him what
5
his
months.
energy
Yeah,
says.
we'll tell you what your energy says. How's that?
All right, Gary Carpenter wants to know the next 5 months. It's hard to do that any more than really a month here. Now, in a private reading, sure, but here, I'm only drawing about 4 or 5 cards.
Yeah, it's just you have to know that while we're here, it's
Sure.
just a peek. It's a peek into your question because we only have a couple minutes. You do a reading, you're going to have a, half hour, depending on what you pay for. So it's just a peek. It's a peek.
Coming for Gary Carpenter.
What's not funny, Alex? I'm sorry.
Gary.
Oh, they're going back and forth. Let's see. Please find your language, Gary.
Gary, do you work better independently? Am I correct? Hello. Apollo. No, that's a candle. Cat.
Cats are very,
It's a zoo.
they're curious.
It
She
is
has a zoo going on. Do you know, I went to Prescott and I was driving home and there were zebras on the side of the road. There must be a little zoo over
There
there.
must be. 'Cause zebras
There were
aren't
2 bison and 3 zebras. I had to double take, like, what?
not normally in
I know.
Arizona.
Very strange. But then I thought, well, a zoo, I guess it could be a zoo, but it looked like somebody's little pasture yard, like what?
Okay, so yes, you okay. Well, you've got some new ideas and new thoughts coming in. You're very independent. I do have, this is you, the moon card represents Pisces. Apollo, move. You're sitting on the phone.
Okay, Gary, let's focus.
Okay. You're, Gary, because I think you're about my age or maybe even a little older. Do you remember the old slogan? Takes a licking but keeps on ticking. It was for Timex watches. That's what they were telling me, as you are. And as soon as they said that, the card called the Wounded Warrior came up. Ooh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought you said you were. Okay. Things are going to get easier for you, Gary. You have a new beginning here. Very much about thought. I would say, are you a writer? Because this is a new road going down, and this has a big thought process that I would relate to, like writing a book. Are you writing a book? On the bottom of the deck, we have you're fighting in your head over something. You've got some good news coming. What? Tybee? I don't know what to make out of that.
Thank you, V. Oh, Victor's chatting everybody and giving them readings. So
I was like, I wasn't sure.
they got a whole dialogue going on while we're doing this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, shoot. All right. Well, you've been thinking about writing a book. Well, they're telling you to go ahead and do it. They see you doing this, okay? The new road is right there. So, yes, I would go ahead and start that project. What do you have for
Okay,
Gary?
sorry, I got sidetracked with the dialogue going on the chat. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
I'm interested now.
I don't know. Victor's on a roll. He's on a roll today. Okay, so I'm basically getting, and I didn't finish it yet, but so here's you, Gary, and here's your team. Tap into your team and start writing that book, because they're basically saying, yes, we're here. We're going to help you create it. You can channel it. You can channel. Basically, we're going to write through you. Get started on it. The time is now. Time is now.
No, no. Oh, God. I'm over this.
I guess that would actually entail, you answer your question on the 5 years. That, I mean, a book could entail up to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? By the time you write it, you get it out there, it becomes a big deal. You promote it, you know.
And just writing it's not, you got to write it and rewrite it and then edit it and rewrite it.
And come up with the funds to publish it or find a publisher. So it's a process, you know, it's a process. But your guides are behind you. They're 100% behind you. They're ready to give you the info. All you got to do is be the messenger.
All right. So who do we have
Next we have, okay, and please forgive me if I mess up your name. Estique, is that right? Aries, will they get the job in June? Are you still here, Estique?
Mystique. Okay, let me look.
And please, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I apologize. Yeah, my chat just froze, so I can't tell you.
Oh, okay. Well,
You start the book, Gary, by just opening up a notebook with blank paper. Go get a journal at the dollar store for $1 and take a pen and just write down a topic. And then just go and start writing whatever comes to you. I don't care if it looks scribbly, whatever, just start writing it down until you feel like your arm stops. And then put it away if you need to and come back to it. It's a process. And then pretty soon you'll be able to fit the pieces together.
Mystique, are you here?
Mystique, if you're here, let us know and we can get started on your reading. I know you had to wait a while. I do not see them. Maybe they.
That's true. There's so much information out there.
Let's see here. If we're going to put a hold on that one, the next one would be Andrew. Andrew, are you still here?
Hush. No barking.
Andrew, if you're still here, we will do your next.
They better pay me for this.
$25 a day. That's what I pay when I board my animals, but it's per animal. It's
There
per
you go.
animal now.
Yeah. With all of these, I mean,
You got to get
good
25
God,
per
I'm
animal.
gonna have to take care of the lizard and the turtle. It's like, really?
Yeah. So Andrew may have, oh, there you are, Andrew. Okay, great. So Andrew is a Taurus. Appreciate your patience, Andrew. You're a Taurus and you want to know if your finances will increase in the next 3 months.
Let me see if the pendulum says, and then we'll see what the cards say. Angels. No. Okay. Will Andrew's finances pick up in the next 3 months? I'm getting a yes. You want to accept that, or you want me to do the cards? Thank you, angels, for your guidance. Will Andrew's money improve? Did you just go through a heartbreak, Andrew? I know this isn't what you asked for, but I can only tell you what the cards are telling me. Okay, yes, they're going to pick up, but slowly. It's not going to happen right away. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles moves really slow. So I wouldn't expect it tomorrow, but I would say it's safe to say that it will come. Okay. Now, Miss Sarah, what can you tell me?
Okay. So, sorry, I haven't finished the drawing yet. So basically what I'm seeing is that you have this whole group of light beings that are guiding you. And as long as you start focusing on things that you're really passionate about right now, whether it's within what you're doing or a new thing that you're getting ready to want to start, they're behind you, things that are going to help other people, things that are going to enrich your life, things that you're just excited about, then the finances are going to start flowing in. But tap into those guides that are guiding you and just know that you're highly protected and you're highly guided. Tap into that inner voice, that inner intuition, and start doing more things that amplify that light within you, because you're going to draw those increases to you. You have to believe money comes to me freely, money comes to me abundantly, money flows to me.
Oh, should we? Let's
Let's do that
that.
mantra.
Infinite abundance flows to me like a raging river from all sources seen and unseen. I am eternally grateful. All of my wants and needs are always met. Believe it when you say it, and say it when you believe
That's
it.
right.
Multiple times a day.
Yeah, say it multiple times a day. I understand on the single thing, me too. You know what, right now it's time. I feel you may feel the same way. It's time for us to just get our inner joy going. Get the things that bring us abundance and happiness, and always remember to be grateful, because Creator God, the universe, it loves the gratitude. For we need to appreciate what we have and be grateful, and then the abundance starts to flow in. So, I understand on the single thing. This sometimes we have to like regurgitate the things that we lost and understand why those things weren't good for us. Sometimes our guides get those people out of the way, maybe not in the best way sometimes, but out of the way, so that because they're dimming your light. And that's what I was getting. They're dimming your light, and you have big things ahead for you. And so our guides get those people out of our way. When you're a light, they remove the dark, get them out, make room for the light to come in. Hopefully that was helpful.
I'm with you, Gary.
Okay, next we have Alex, Scorpio, and a love reading.
Alex, Scorpio. Deep emotions. Would rather have a philosophical conversation and get to the core of your soul than anything else. Okay. Alex. I have a son named Alex. Alex. Love.
Hannah, I'll put you down. We'll see where we're at on time, but I think we can get to you. Just need your sign and your question, Hannah.
Okay, have you been doing some soul searching here? Okay. All right. I haven't seen an answer yet. Alex, did you hear me? Have you been soul searching? They're telling me. The first thing they told me was you need to keep things to yourself a little bit more and to look within. Whoa. Cards are flying. Way more than that. Okay, so you're going to have some success here. I'm not sure it's what you're looking for. This card, it's usually more career type job success, but it could be success in love too. You're a very hard worker. Are you not sleeping? You don't understand soul searching. Okay. It's kind of when you turn within. Sometimes, isolate yourself from friends and whatnot and try to figure out exactly what down in the core of your soul, what do you want? Inner child work too. Yeah. You showed up in the reading. The Hierophant is Taurus. Okay, so what this is saying is you need to keep things to yourself a little bit more. Do some soul searching. Look within for your answers. Now, this is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is Aries. So this person coming in your life could be an Aries. Very passionate and creative. This is accolades. This is success. Being appreciated for something you've done. This is just telling me that you work very hard. This is telling me you're overthinking this. Let me see what's on the bottom of this deck. You need to get some rest. Whoa. Okay. Well, got the Four of Wands here. Four of Wands, very stable card. It's about relationships. For me as a reader, when I'm doing a love reading, it means marriage. Don't know if that's what you're looking for, but that's what I've got on the bottom of the deck. So I hope it resonated. And let's see what Sarah has.
Okay. So, Alex, I was reading what your questions were. Okay. So you want to understand, soul searching. And correct me if you've got a different perspective on this, Bonnie. Like really understanding your desires, your values, the things that really mean something to you in life, that means something to you, not other people that you're, when you've been in relationships, not molding to their values, but what is it you want? What is it that what are your boundaries? What are the things that you don't want to do, you do want to do? And in the picture, you're basically like up there, you've molded to other people, tried to make them happy, tried to make them, like be that be all man for the woman, whoever you think they want. It's time to start being you, to tap into that inner self that, what is it that I like? What is it that I want to do? What are the things I want in a relationship? What do I want my partner to be like? All of those things.
What at the core?
Yeah, the very core, like from the very beginning, if you had to vocalize that as young as when you started, wanting to be in a relationship with somebody, and go within and really understand what that is, so you can manifest that person that matches that, not make somebody match it, or you make yourself fit their core values, their inner self. Really go in and make a list of that. Maybe journal it, document it. And then when that light bulb hits where you're like, aha, this is what I really am, what I really prefer, would want in a partner that would make me happy. It would be effortless to be with them, other than, like, what would that look like? And then you'll be able to manifest and bring that person forward. I think the reason the career stuff is coming up is because you've already figured out how to manifest that. So you're able to manifest that quickly. But this part, not molding to be somebody else, that's what I'm getting for you.
Manifest is about what it is that you really, 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 really want. Now, you can do a manifestation or a vision board, which will help. It's about putting it right there so you always are thinking about it. Okay. If you make a vision board, piece of poster board, get some magazine pictures that represent what you're looking for, even if it's just writing words down that describe it. Okay. Put it somewhere you're going to see it at least every day. Okay. And multiple times a day, make it even better. The more you see it, the more you think about it, the more you draw it to you.
I just made one up. My son had us do that, and we printed stuff off the computer, words that were our core values. And then how did our goals relate to those core values? What are the 5 things that are the most important to you? For me, it was spirituality, family, abundance, uh, like health, and then learning, self-development. And so I had to see how my goals matched up with those things. And I have it on a visual, I have it on the wall. And it just helped, like Bunny said, it helps you manifest. Just means to bring it to you. You have the ability to bring it
Yeah.
to you. It isn't coincidence that things happen. You bring those things to you.
Okay. I want to say one other thing, Alex. This was a love reading. You're focused on love. People rarely find love when they're looking for it. You have to be doing something totally and get it out of your mind. You do want to see your vision board. I'm not saying not. I'm just saying also doing something that you really enjoy, something you really like. Because when you're focused on that, you're not always looking around. You could be looking around and miss what's right in front of you.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? I hope.
When you're super happy, your vibe is going to shine so much that it's going to draw people to you. You won't have to do anything other than just be, So find those things you're passionate about and do them. That's why that saying, when I'm not looking for somebody is when they come, because you are into enjoying life, enjoying yourself for the moment. Okay. Somehow, did we not read Victor? Because I had him clear up on the list on number 8.
Well, I don't think we ever heard from whether he wanted
Yeah.
something or
So
not.
he's responding to other people, but he's saying, how come I wasn't read yet? But I think we must have asked at the time,
Victor, never heard from
like,
you.
were you still there at the time? So now he's here. Do we fit him in, or I don't know.
No, we can go ahead. He's helped a lot in the chat.
So we have 3 people left. We've got Victor, Hannah, and Study Helper. So
All right, Victor. What does Victor want to know?
Victor wants to know, he's a Sagittarius, he wants to know general for June.
General. All right. Victor wants to know about June. Can you tell me about June? Your fishy moon just showed up. They want you to be a little more grateful for what you already have. Don't focus on the negative. You know that. Windshield's bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason. You're about to start a new cycle here. Things are growing around you. Yeah, just what I suspected. You've been looking backwards. Stop it. You know better. Oops, no. Last card for Victor here. Ooh. Ask for one and get three. Okay, you got a tower card, buddy. You know what that means. Something's about to change. Change directions also. And you are supposed to go with it. Okay, you've got that Fool card. There we go. What do you got for Victor?
Basically the same thing. He's leveling up. He's getting ready to go to the next level of his spiritual development. So sometimes what we have to really understand is that we're the messenger. We're not all knowing. And so it's like we have to check ourselves and humble ourselves at times. But not to the point of beating ourselves and going, oh my God, I never learned from that, or I never did that, or like be mindful that the messages that are coming through, we're the messenger, is what they're telling me. And then you're getting ready to go to the next level of consciousness where you're going to get deeper messages. And I really feel like maybe you need to start doing some type of a channel or something, like actually getting on and giving some type of, messages. I don't know. But if that's what you're going to do, I would do it mindfully, maybe with somebody who's on the same track of whatever type of messages you're giving, if that makes sense.
Hey, Mr. Sonora and Mr. Caro. How are you?
Hey, Don.
Growing into brilliant. Yes, Victor, you're growing brilliance. All right. Who did you say was next?
Okay, so next we have Study Helper. Are you still here, Study?
Study helper?
I think that's what I just wrote down, Study.
Okay.
And I don't have their sign or what their question was. They just wanted to be put on the list.
Oh, well, study helper, are you here? If so, I need your
They came on
stuff.
Friday and then didn't make the list. And so we told them to come back Sunday.
Okay, first thought it was a certain person and an organism. Gold hairstyle.
I just popped up and saw that artwork, not knowing about being discussed. I first thought it was a certain person on the. Oh, sorry. I didn't get it.
You should
I didn't
know
get
that.
it finished. I didn't get the drawing finished.
Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, study helper. I'm not seeing ya. The last one was Hannah.
Okay, so
you said?
Hannah's the last one. And Hannah, I don't know what your question is or your sign. So you need to let us know that part. She wanted to be put on the list.
Yeah, I don't have much longer. That's
My
for
legs
sure.
are saying we don't. Like,
Yeah. Oh, my
Lock
eyes
it
are
up.
saying we don't.
what happens when you get old. You can't get out of the chair after you sit this long.
Oh man, yeah. Trying to
Yeah.
straighten up is fun. There's
Okay,
Hannah.
Hannah,
She's
Virgo. And what is your question,
Virgo,
honey?
greatest and highest if I don't see something quick. Hannah Hawk. I think I've read her before. General. Okay.
Okay, General June.
Hannah Hawk. Are you overthinking something?
I think so. Look at this. This is all everywhere. Like it's just going. I think she's really overthinking, and then I'm getting eights. Need to look that up. Eight.
Well, the card for
Balance.
overthinking is
Balanced. Yeah, balanced. Okay.
You've got the Lover's card here. That's a Gemini. It can be about a decision. I don't know if you've been trying to make a decision there. You've got lots of options, they're saying. And you've got this new beginning you're starting. Creativity's involved. Passion. What is it you're passionate about? You're about to start down a road. Last card. Hannah. Last card for Hannah. Okay, bye-bye, Gary. See you next time.
See you, Gary.
Last card for Hannah. Okay. Like I said, you're overthinking something, honey. There may be some sort of decision that you're working on making, passionate about dog rescue. There you go. But it's not paying the bills. Well, guess what, hon? You've got things are going to get easier for you. And I understand that. I did that for a while. But there's some sort of decision. I think it has to do with staying in rescue or doing something else. You've got a lot of options there. One of them is your passion. Whatever you decide is going to make life easier for you. Miss Sarah,
Okay.
what do you
So
have?
I agree with Bonnie. I mean, I'm just getting eights all over the place. Balance. You're like trying to balance yourself between all of these things, all these people that want a piece of you, all these people that want you to do this and do that, and with the things you're trying to start and all of that. And you've really got to go towards using your intuition and what's best for you, finding that balance, harmony, in your thoughts and your actions, and stop trying to people please everybody and everything and every living being. And I understand that, because when you're a nurturer, everybody's like, oh, here, take care of this, take care of me, take care of this. What's your advice? Here are some animals that need to be fostered. Here's blah, blah, blah. But you know what? You have to set your boundaries and your limits. You can still be effective and just, whatever. And then if you decide you want to create something like, an animal shelter or whatever it is, that program, don't rely on out of your pocket. Start fundraising for other people to get involved and invest in it, so it's not just you doing that. If you're passionate about it and that's what you think you're going to be able to really put your heart and soul into and not feel exhausted, then you have to learn to delegate, and you're going to have to learn to bring that abundance in through other people, so that you're not totally investing everything you have into that. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, I hope it resonates. You can do something that's going to make you money and dog
Right.
rescue.
For sure.
You can get involved with a rescue. I don't know if you've actually got your 501c certificate and started your own rescue. If you do, then you should be
Right.
fundraising. If you don't, get associated with a rescue that will pay for the medical care that's needed. There are a lot of different ways to do
For sure.
this.
And I know here anyway at fostering, they provide everything. You're just fostering. But also, you know, you can, if you're good with animals, you know, you can like I would love to find somebody in my area that if I wanted to go on vacation, I could leave my pets with, and you would get paid to do it, you know. I know, Bonnie, what are you doing? Come back to Arizona. Um,
No, I don't like
it's
this.
hard to find people that you know you can trust that are going to take care of your babies, you know. There's a lot of ways that you can help animals. If that doesn't work out, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying make sure it's not going to drain you physically, mentally, emotionally, and
Rescue drains
it
you
it
so
really does. You
much.
have to get a lot of people involved. So we're not trying to talk you out of it, but just know, like, look at the whole picture down the road. Am I going to be depleted? What is my mission? Is my mission
Yeah.
to help these animals? Am I going to be effective if I'm completely drained? Or what is the, you know, what is the best thing for me?
Yeah. Work on that. Because I did it in Arizona, but my God, it drained me. You know, I did it in Florida too. Wound up with 4 dogs. That's the problem with rescue. You wind up adopting the ones that don't get
Right,
adopted.
right.
So you've got to really sit down and brainstorm and associate with your core values and all of
You can
that.
still be very
Sunny
effective.
and Sunny and Leo, we are
We're
done.
tapped.
We've been
Sorry.
on here
We'll be back Friday. Come back Friday.
Friday night
That's
live.
right.
Bring your
Bring
favorite
your
juice and
beverage.
join us.
Join us. We'll be doing the same thing.
You betcha. So come back and see us. We appreciate everybody being involved. Really, I'd like to say that, let's see, today, I don't know if Angie and Sherry are coming on. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Um, Angie, of course, is A5 Says, Angie Lewis. And sometimes she comes on with Sherry Berry and they do an hour or two, whatever works out for them. And then let's see, Mondays, I think are, there's nobody. Don, correct me if I'm wrong. I know tea time went by, so I don't know if anybody else has picked up there. I do know on Tuesday we have Julie Karen from Love Riot Warriors, and she will be with Claudine. Claudine? Yeah, Claudine, I think. And Claudine owns a store called Elevate, very much into natural medicine, also mushrooms. So, microdosing, whatever you'd like to see, they've got it on Tuesday. On Wednesday night, we have Miss A5 Says with Mr. Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Mr. Don will be on with A5 Says, and they're hysterical and quite good, especially their mediumship skills have really skyrocketed. So see them. Now they're on 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday night, Mountain Standard Time. Very, very ishy though. And they will tell you this. This isn't me dissing them, okay? It's just that sometimes they're on at 6, sometimes they don't get going till 7. So, you know, as soon as they get it together, they'll be on. Okay? Then that's Wednesday. Thursday, you will also see Mr. Don of Sonoran Mystic Tarot with the Naturally Divine Goddess, Shauna Sellers, and they will be doing readings on Thursday morning. They're also ishy. Around 11 o'clock Eastern time, that's where they try to get to. Not always, but they sometimes do. Then let's see, Thursday, Friday. What do we have going on Friday? Oh, yes. Julie Karen will be on with Scott Underwood. Scott Underwood has also written a book that he channeled. He channeled the entire book. He channels Archangel Gabriel. So quite interesting. So show up for them. And they're around 9 o'clock Eastern or Mountain Standard Time. Okay. And then what else do we have on Friday? Friday Night Live.
Yes.
Yes. And of course, that's the one I don't have here. But you'll see the two of us Friday Night Live. When you get home, we're on 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So grab your favorite beverage, sit down, and join us. All right. And then Saturday, last but not least, we have Susan Grayson. Susan's very punctual. She will be on, I think it's at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Pretty sure. And she sometimes will be on at 9:45. She is quite good, very fast. She only picks one, maybe two cards, and she goes through it really quick. I think she does 50 readings in an hour.
Whoa, we did 15.
Yeah.
50. Woo, girl.
Well, but you did that many and I did.
That's true. So that's 30.
That's 30.
That's
okay. But that's 2 hours.
Wow, I can't even imagine. Well, wrong.
Well, like I said, she's quick. It's a short message. It's one card so that she can get to everybody. So let's see, what else do we have? I think that's everybody's schedule for sure, right? Now, if it's your birthday this month.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
So there you go. That's it. That's it for us today. So have a blessed rest of your weekend. And we'll see you on Friday.
See you Friday.
Waking up in the morning light, kind of feeling like I'm in flight. Clouds are gathering up above, turning whispers into love. And I'm calling all angels, won't you hear my cry? Calling all you angels, lift me up to the sky.